I need to figure out what's going on here. Something isn't right. Hello? What are you doing here?
Oh, you must be the therapist I've heard so much about.
You're the one that was looking through my stuff. You were looking through the books that people had sent me in confidence.
You knew that?
What are you doing down here? Were you looking through my stuff again?
Live, laugh, love. That's an admirable philosophy, I suppose.
What are you even doing here?
I guess I'm just curious. I'll be honest, I don't really understand why everyone needs a therapist. No disrespect to you, but therapy seems a bit overrated in my opinion.
Sorry that people need to talk about their emotions.
Emotions. Funny. Why would people need to talk about their emotions? I mean, does anyone really listen to you when you talk anyway? What's the point of telling someone who doesn't listen?
I've dealt with people like you before.
Really? And what is that supposed to mean?
Stubborn. Nobody wants to accept that they need help, and it's people like you who need help the most. Whether you want to admit it to yourself or to anyone else.
I don't need help. What makes you think that I need help? Especially yours. The kind of help you can provide me is inconsequential. It means nothing. It doesn't benefit me at all. Can you provide me with the allies that I need to win a war? Can you?
You
can't do anything for me. You can't. Are you gonna gather
Hey.
Everything okay in here?
Yeah, come on in. Look,
Hi,
I know
Reins,
you don't want to
it's,
admit that you need help, but I'm always here if you want to talk about anything.
I don't need help from you. I will never need your kind of help.
Okay, Shae, do you want to come in?
Yeah, and I mean, the offer stands for me as well. Let me know.
Talk later, Shae, when you're done, I guess.
Alright,
Enjoy whatever this is.
I'll try.
He's friendly.
Yeah, he's always like that.
Didn't expect him to come look through my stuff, but it's fine. You
He
know,
looked through your
anyway.
stuff? I'm so
I'll sort
sorry
that out.
about him.
I've dealt with people like him before. Anyway, I got you a letter, obviously, because you're here. What did you want to start with?
I don't really know how this is done. I guess I came here. I asked for your help. I can't ever sit still. Like, I push the pot off because I'm gesturing too wildly. I can't stop my thoughts from racing, and even when I need to just be calm and find a solution, I can't stop worrying. I always feel like I'm running, and usually I actually am, but it's weird. I'm running mentally while I'm sitting still.
Feel like you've got a reason to run from anything at the moment?
Not really at the moment. I guess I'm a little worried about Reins, but I'm not worried about any of the conflict that was brewing anymore. I don't feel like anyone's gonna just try and kill me. It should be okay. It should be fine. I'm safe. Worm's safe. Sunny's, I don't know.
It's weird. I've spoken to Worm as well. She's mentioned stuff about Sunny, but I haven't seen Sunny. I've seen pretty much everyone on this server.
Yeah, I guess we're in the same boat there. I haven't talked to Sunny in a while.
You guys were close.
Yeah, we were.
Do you know if Worm's spoken to her recently?
Not that I've heard of. I don't know.
Strange, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you want to keep talking about that, or are there other things?
I don't know. The whole Sunny thing's kind of really bothering me, actually. I guess that's worth talking about, I guess. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't really know why I'm here. Worth a shot, I guess.
It's okay to admit that you need help. I can't count the amount of people that I've spoken to, that I've seen, that just need to talk about what's going on, need some closure, guidance, anything.
Yes.
Really normal, I promise.
That's really reassuring, actually. I guess I don't really know what is and isn't normal.
Is there a reason you feel the need to have your armor on right now?
What? I guess I didn't even notice.
I didn't mean that in a bad way, I promise. I'm just
curious. I never really take it off. Doesn't even feel like it's on. Without the armor, it feels, I don't know, scary. There's not enough pressure. There's not enough weight. Like, everything feels wrong if I don't have my armor. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
Does it have anything to do with Reins?
No, I don't think it does. Not him.
What you're describing right now, the feeling restless, feeling the need to run, gesturing, they're all traits of neurodivergence. Have you heard about that before?
What now?
It's more common than people think. Things like autism, ADHD, they're differences in the brain, is the best way I can put it.
Okay.
It just means you act a little differently, you experience things differently. It's not a bad thing at all, but what you're describing as hyperactivity
Yeah.
is quite similar to ADHD. What you're describing.
Okay. I definitely have trouble sitting still. Worm says I've never been able to sit still a day in my life, and he's right.
Might be something worth looking into. I'm happy to
Yeah.
talk to you more about it at another time if you want.
Sure.
I need to get more notes about it, but I'm
Okay.
more than happy to talk to you about it.
I guess, yeah, I as I said, I don't really know what's normal for anyone, even myself. I don't really know what's normal.
Speaking of that, do you want to tell me more about what's happened? I've heard that everyone came here differently.
Yeah.
I know that much. I know that for most people there was a door.
Mhm.
I don't know. I woke up and just was here one day. I don't. This is yeah.
I have no idea how that happened. I'm sort of not thinking too hard about how you came here because
I'm trying not to think about it either.
yeah.
I'd like to think that I was a flower that came out of the flower pot or something.
I don't know. I just know that, Worm vouched for you. It's kind of why I'm here, because Worm said it was okay, So were you asking about what happened before you came here or before I came here?
Before you came here. I believe
Right.
it was just you, Worm, and Sunny.
Yeah. Yeah, all three of us came at about the same time from the same place, but we got different doors actually. It was kind of surprising. Thinking I'd left behind everything I ever knew and everyone, and that I was on my own again, and then realizing that my friends were here. I didn't have to leave anyone I cared about behind. They did. Worm did, at least. I guess I don't actually know about Sunny. Worm had to leave behind family, and I just
Daisy.
yeah, Daisy. And I just came. I just appeared. Just whoop. I wasn't leaving behind anyone. It was just the next place to run to.
Must have been hard. Even if there was nothing really to leave.
Not really. It was actually probably one of the easiest things I've ever done. Just opening a door, stepping through, finally having a moment of quiet. The quiet was actually the weird bit. It was green. I stepped through and I saw trees and I saw flowers and all of the noises stopped and they were different and that was the weird bit. It wasn't hard. It was just opening a door. It was like stepping outside for the first time. Like the rest of my life I'd been trapped in a room and I suddenly got out, except it wasn't a room because there were no rooms. It's weird being surrounded by walls. I think that's why I put the fish tank there, so it kind of feels like you're not closed in.
Everything you say to me, it's going to me and me only. No one else is going to be hearing about what we talk about.
That's good.
It would be illegal for me to tell anyone.
Illegal? What's that?
It means I will get in a lot of trouble if I tell people what you've told me.
Oh, okay.
What we've spoken about. I will probably lose my job. So I promise you.
Who would
It
you
stays between us.
get in trouble with?
That's not important. We don't have to talk about that.
Wait, why is that the question I asked? That's not a question I would ask.
No one that can possibly hurt you, I promise.
I believe you on that. That's the sort of question that Reins would ask. It's not the sort of question I would ask. So, why did I ask?
How long have you known Reins for?
Since he got here, an amount of time. 1, 2, 3, over 64 diamonds ago. That's a terrible measure of time, but that's
So
what
a
I got
while.
for you.
A
Yes, a while. Back when there was only 1, 2, 3. I'm not counting the farm of action. Buildings that I had access to. 1, 2, 4 3/4 buildings. That is the best I've got for you.
A good chunk of time ago.
A good amount of time ago. That's a terrible measure of time, but that's what I got. I'm never sort of good at that whole keeping track of time thing. It keeps passing while I'm not paying attention.
Time blindness is another symptom of neurodivergence, ADHD, autism.
I believe you.
Anyway,
Okay.
tell me more about your relationship with Reins.
Reins, I guess Reins is a friend. Other than Worm and Sunny, he's sort of the only friend I have. I don't know. There was a time where I thought Moon could be my friend, but I don't know anymore. He was my teammate, my faction member. I trusted him. I had to. But more than that, it felt like he was the only person who ever really understood me. Like, Worm and Sunny are my best friends, and they're practically family, and Worm is the little sister I never had, and I know that I'm not her sibling, but Worm's my family. Reins isn't family. The way I feel about Reins and the way I feel about Worm and Sunny are different things, but he's my friend, and I trust him, and everyone I trust him. Everyone else doesn't, and kind of feels like they're not listening to him and they're not listening to me. I don't know what to do to help him, but I can't just leave him. I can't just tell him that he's not worth the effort. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird between us right now because he went off on his own, and I don't think he's technically a member of my faction anymore, so technically he's not my responsibility, but he feels like my responsibility. He feels like someone that I need to make sure they're okay, and I don't know. I don't know.
This is easier said than done, but you can't control other people, no matter how much you want to. Like, trust me, speaking from personal experience, it's hard.
Yeah.
Really
I know.
hard. There'll come a time when, I hope at least, there'll be some closure around that. I feel like there'll be a
So
time when
too.
you can accept the fact that what he does and how he acts is not your responsibility at all.
I know, but it is my responsibility how he affects others. I know that I can't change what he does, and I can't change how they feel about it, but he's my responsibility, and the effects he has on other people are my responsibility. And it was a long time ago, but he said that if it came down to choosing between him and choosing between everyone else and the sake of the world and the people in it, he would expect me to choose everyone. I'm the only person who can stand against him physically. I'm the only person who poses a threat to him, and he's the only person who poses a threat to me, and that means that it's my responsibility to make sure that whatever he does, wherever his brain goes, either he doesn't go too far or I stop him, which is hard when
Yeah.
he's avoiding me. Or am I avoiding him? I don't know. Either way, we're not talking.
Is there a reason why you guys aren't talking?
He feels like everyone is against him, and he's retreated to somewhere he feels is safe, and I'm here, and I don't
Did he not
know.
feel safe in the factions?
Nah, I don't think he does, especially when he feels like everyone is making him seem like a monster. They won't listen to him, and they're making him feel like they're scared of him. To be fair, they're scared of him, but he thinks everyone's putting blame on him, and because of that he's acting in a way that makes them place the blame on him when it wasn't there earlier. But he won't see that, he won't slow down, and I told him to trust me and that I would sort it out, but it feels like he didn't. It feels like he gave up. He walked away and he said, "I'm done." He certainly gave me the impression that it was all over, that that he was done trying and he was done pretending, which is weird because he said he'd never pretend in front of me. So I think he was done pretending to everyone else. But what does that mean? I don't know. I don't know what to think.
It's a tricky situation.
Yeah, I know that I probably shouldn't be the only person on his side, and I guess Worm cares about him too. But I don't think he cares because I mean, he cares that Worm cares, but like we both want to protect Worm, so he's not gonna let Worm take care of him. But he gets me, and I understand him more than I understand most of the people here. So I can't
Hard
just
when you have that kind of connection with someone and, you
Yeah.
know, you guys are going through a rough patch.
Yeah,
Tricky.
definitely. I don't really know what to do about it. I don't know how to help him, and I don't know if I can. Both, like, I physically don't know if he'll listen to me.
Oh,
I do not need to go collect heads right now. I'm in the middle of something.
they'll always be there later.
Yeah, I have so many. I used to get them because they're really rare, right? So I thought maybe maybe if I had the heads, then I'd have a bargaining chip, something that no one else had, that if I ever needed to, I could say, you give me whatever it is I need, whether that be shelter or food or materials or the promise of safety, and I'll give you this fancy, shiny thing that no one else has. And now it's like they're overflowing in my chest. I used to display them, can't keep them like that anymore. So I
Yeah.
really don't need more, but every time the thunder cracks, it's like I have instilled in me that I gotta go out there, gotta get some heads. Trident one, get the other trident. Just woo. It's hard to sit still.
Hoarding and collecting things is also a symptom of, can be a symptom of ADHD and stuff.
Huh. Ha. Okay.
We can talk about that another time. Oh, another time.
What's a loyalty trident?
It could be worth just trying to have a chat with him. I know it's probably the simplest answer I could have given you,
Yeah.
but I guess it's hard to tell where he stands without talking about it, really. And you might have a good idea or think you do, but straight up asking could be good.
Yeah.
Trying to have a transparent, open chat with him.
Yeah.
Tell him exactly how you feel and hope he gets the memo.
Guess I probably should. I guess I'm a little scared about whatever he says. I mean, if I know for sure one way or the other, I'm gonna have to act on it.
I'm pretty free if something goes wrong and you want to come back and have a chat.
Yeah,
Like I'm
Good to know.
always here.
Yeah.
So if you need to talk about anything.
And are you going all right on the whole like food materials front?
I'm fine, yeah.
Okay, good.
I was reading your thing back before you came in. I had a laugh about the fact that you offered the therapist help.
I wrote a lot, didn't I? I mean, yeah, of
It's
course.
fine.
Of course, I'm gonna offer you help. I mean, you're offering me help. Be
That's what
pretty.
my job is.
Yeah, but yes, my job is
That's what I'm
keeping
here
everyone
for.
safe. So there, it's my job too. I can't help put people's brains in the right order, which I assume is what you do. Although I thank you for not like opening my skull and physically doing it with your hands, because I imagine that would be unpleasant for a little bit.
It would also not be too. I don't know if you'll get what I mean by saying this, but it wouldn't be morally correct.
You're right, I have no idea what that means.
Wouldn't be right for me to just cut open your skull and rearrange your brain.
It could work though. Wait, could it work? There's maybe someone out there who could do it. It would be unpleasant. But it might work. It might work. I don't want to be the one that they find out whether it does or doesn't on.
There is you won't know what this means. There is such a thing called a lobotomy, where they cut open your skull
Yeah.
and they do stuff to your
And they
your brain.
stop you from
Um,
sort of being you. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Which is not it's not what we want.
No, it's wherever you come in your world. I'm overthinking things. In your brain, is death permanent?
No.
No. Okay. Cool.
I've
I don't know if you know this.
as far as I'm aware, I've lived for thousands of years.
Cool. I don't know if you know this, but if you do the lobotomy thing and stop someone from being a person, that counteracts when they die and they get individuality back when they respawn.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I could try it and then murder you, and you'll be normal again.
You
I'm kidding, I'm
could,
kidding, I'm
yeah,
kidding.
but
I'm not doing it.
I appreciate that because it probably wouldn't be the most fun way to spend a weekend. Not that
Yeah.
weeks ever have an end; they sort of just go on and on and on.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
Probably, but I don't remember.
We can set up another time for you to come in, whether that's today or in a
Sure,
few days
yeah.
or whenever you need, really.
Yeah, it's probably easiest for me to actually just walk in here whenever it suits, honestly, because I left like 30 reminders for myself about it being today that I was supposed to come see you, because yeah. If you think that's good, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I'm here for. I'm here to help.
Okay. I feel like we've barely done anything today, but also I'm like, whew, you know?
The first step of therapy of all of this is opening up and talking about what's going on.
Okay.
Things aren't gonna fix immediately. It
Yeah.
takes months, it takes sometimes years to sort everything out, and even then.
I don't know if I have that kind of time.
I'm not saying it's going to take that long.
Okay.
It's completely different for everybody.
You seem pretty familiar with how other people work.
I've been studying people for a while. My job is to psychoanalyze people.
I do my best to try and figure out what's going on with people now that I'm here, but I've never really been good at it, and every day I ask myself whether or not I was right. It's feeling more and more like maybe I wasn't right. I don't know. Maybe you can help me figure out what's going on with everyone else. Not necessarily telling me things they tell you, but like maybe you can help them make sense.
Been really interested, Reins. I can't explain it, but I know what's going on in this room, even when I'm not here.
Okay.
And he's been here before, coming into this room, looking through the chest, looking around.
That's
Nothing important, nothing that you've written to me,
Damn it.
nothing that I've written down about
Okay.
you
good.
is kept in here
Okay.
secretly
Oh,
in a place where no one knows.
my first instinct was to say that that's weird, but then I actually thought about it. That's not
He's an
weird.
explorer, isn't he?
Yeah. He always wants to know what's going on with everyone. Doesn't want them to know that he knows. And he wants to figure out anything that, I don't know, either could be useful or mostly could be a threat. He always seems to
Yeah.
know things that it's weird that he knows, right? Like I feel like everything's fine, and then he comes to me like, Shae, there's been a theft and they're planning this, and I'm like, how do you know? How do you know? Who told you? He tried to convince me that we should keep an eye on everyone else, and I guess I didn't technically say no, so. But yeah, I can't say that he won't do that again.
Okay. He doesn't know where I keep everything.
Okay.
So, everything, I promise you, everything is safe. Like, nothing, like, even if you write stuff down, no one's gonna know what you've written down, except for me. But that's kind of,
Okay.
the whole point. Everything is going to be fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
Okay. I'll come in if I have something I want to talk about, and you tell me if there's something you want a hand with. Even if just like a bit of the wall falls down and you need someone to hold it up while you put it back together or something. I don't know. I'm usually pretty
appreciate it.
close by or thousands and thousands of blocks away. So if I'm here, give me a call.
Alright, well, let me know if you need anything, okay?
I will.
Yeah.
Goodbye, I guess. Well, okay then. What's next on the to-do list?